Public speaking. One of the top irrational fears in the world. Irrational meaning it doesn't really have any like immediate harm situated with it, unless maybe you got like a boner mid-interview and then you get put on like the sex offenders list. But besides that, I feel like you should be safe while public speaking. But I feel like public speaking overall is a really important like skill set to have, since if you're able to persuade and like engage like a whole audience, I feel like you're able to go pretty far in life. So that's something I have to work on personally. In this video, we're going to be going over my first ever college public speech. This is for my communications class. This speech I'm about to do is a 2-object speech, basically meaning 2 objects that represent me. I present in front of a class of around like 23, 25 people kinda. And I basically have to like go over like the rubric inside my head of doing good gestures and not having any filler words, movement. Those are kind of like the main ones I kind of think of like immediately. But yeah, we're gonna go into this, see how I did, see where I can improve. This is actually the very first time I'm watching this since me actually doing it. I mean, I've never even watched it in general, to be honest. I filmed this on Wednesday. Today's Saturday. Happy Valentine's Day, since I'm actually posting this on Valentine's. I'm gonna do more spontaneous videos like this, but yeah, enough jibber jabber. Let's get straight into the video now.
The 2 things that matter the most to me, I feel like you get a pretty good understanding of how I like to live my life. One helps me hold on to memories, and the other pushes me to create new ones. What's up, everyone? My name is Chandler. Today, I'm gonna be going over 2 objects that represent me.
All right, pretty good intro. Honestly, something I did notice is I was doing like a lot of like exaggerated shoulder shrugs. I don't really know what I was going with there. Maybe I was trying to like frame log, but I couldn't really like hold the stance too much. Pretty good, strong intro overall. Got a haircut, as you guys can see, so we'll see how fire that is or not.
First, I'm gonna be going over my camera, which represents my love for video creation and having it as a type of time capsule.
Oh yeah.
Second, I'm gonna be going over my passport, which represents my love for traveling and also experiencing new cultures. First, I'm gonna be going over my camera. Okay.
So we had kind of the devil in disguise over here trying to throw me off my A game. This girl came like 20 minutes late to the class, I'm gonna be honest. I think she tried bringing my morale down, trying to get me off track, but I handled this pretty well in my opinion. Didn't really let it get to the best of me, but overall I handled it pretty well, and yeah.
This is my camera right here.
Woo, smooth recovery.
I love to create vlogs. I love to create vlogs with my friends, family, by myself. Whatever I'm doing in my life, I just love to document it. I feel like it's very special to have a video form.
Can we notice how flat my hair is right here? I didn't even do my hair before this because I was just thinking about my speech. I was actually the second person presenting this day. I think that's honestly like pretty meta, since the first person warms it up. Even if they do good or bad, you can kind of have them warm up the classroom, and then I come in, boom, kill this.
Of my life over like photos, because it feels more personal to me. Having the audio of it, seeing people's like gestures, movement, I feel like it's more live. Whatever I'm doing with my friends.
Oh my god, my haircut right here. Like, what the heck is that little... Oh, you guys can't even see my mouse cursor, but I'm pointing at like right there on like my side of my hair. What the heck even is that? Whatever.
Whether it's plans such as exploring abandoned places, going to the beach, playing basketball, I love to document it all and just polish it up, edit it, and then show my friends and family later. And
which is very true. I'm kind of opening up to the class right here, just being real, keeping it 100p. I love cameras and really does represent how I love to live my life, to be honest.
the good feedback they give me, it just motivates me to keep on pushing. I look at my camera as a type of time capsule as well. I had a YouTube channel in 5th grade, and I posted gaming videos, and I had around 60 videos.
A little opening up segment right here.
Creative outlet for myself. And I remember later in 5th grade, my channel actually got leaked, and I got super embarrassed and deleted all my videos.
I did.
Years later, I had a little epiphany over myself on my mistake, on how I was creating videos for my...
I'm doing pretty good eye contact right here. I mean, I'm kind of mid-blink right there, but overall, I'm doing really good. Strong voice, good voice inflections. Everything's going good right now.
And not for others, and how I should document my life and shouldn't let anyone get in the way of that.
Facts.
Now that I've talked about my camera, on how I like to create videos and kind of document my life, I want to move over to my second object.
Holy transition statement. That was played perfectly. Honestly, I was really happy with how my speech went overall. I mean, we still got a little more to like go over, but overall, I was super happy on how I was doing. I wasn't stuttering up or nothing like that. I just practiced the entire day beforehand, and I remember like the very start of the day, I was kind of like, man, I wish I could just like teleport to like when I'm actually all good with my speech. Since at the start, obviously, I'm not even having it like memorized or having the key points down, and I just wish I could like teleport. But overall, at the end of the night, I was doing really good. Funny enough, I was practicing till like 1 a.m. and since my roommates both were in their room sleeping, getting to bed, I went outside to the courtyard, and then there's like this couple that was like 20 feet away from me. They were in these like little rocking chairs while I'm like at a table, and they were baby talking to each other for 30 minutes while I was doing my speech the entire time. So whenever I'd pause, or maybe they were being a little too loud, I'll just be hearing, "You're so cute. You know you're a little baby in little munchkin, right?" I'm like, holy moly, guys, I'm trying to focus right here. And then I think they didn't notice because their backs were like away from me. But then they eventually noticed, and then they kind of wrapped it up super fast, and they're like, okay, well, I'll see you the next time. I don't know, that was so funny. I don't know, that's like a little side tangent, but it's important to the story.
My second object right here is my passport. I come from a big travel family, always try and travel every single summer for the most part. Some places I've been to are Germany, France, Belize, just to name a few, hopefully.
W flex.
And this year. And I love to travel, as I like to indulge myself in like the cultures, seeing people's mannerisms, the food they eat, the weather. I feel like it's a little escape from when I live here in San Diego.
That is facts. I love to travel, honestly. I feel like it's a really beautiful thing you can honestly do if you're fortunate enough to do it. And if you're not, just pushed to be able to travel, since I feel like the beauty in traveling really, I mean, I'm going to be going over it more, but it's just so beautiful in how you can compare and contrast like your life wherever you are in the world and kind of see the beauty in like the smaller things, like when you come back. Like, man, I'm in the beauty of Mexico and they have these really warm waters, but back home I have really good Wi-Fi, and it's just, I don't know, nice compare and contrast and really show you there's more to life than just where you're currently residing.
My mom is from Vietnam, and 2 years ago, I was actually up in Vietnam, and I noticed a little shift in pace of life, where in Vietnam, there's a big emphasis on...
Whoa! Is that guy like laughing or something? What is going on over here?
In Vietnam, there's a big emphasis on spending quality time with family and friends. And I feel like that's different comparatively to when I live here in San Diego, where I always feel like I'm on the go and always having to be doing something. Having that opportunity to visit Vietnam, I'm able to have two different sides and come to a good medium of finding a good balance on how I want to live my life. On how I should not neglect the fact that I have family and friends that I should attend to, but also how I should still keep my creative side to myself and keep on pushing forward.
I kind of stuttered right there, to be honest, but yeah, I was doing pretty good overall. Not doing too many filler words or nothing like that. Getting this point across, I think it was kind of nice because my teacher allowed me to have my phone out for time. I was kind of looking at the time and I kind of realized I was talking a little too fast, and I kind of glanced over a lot of things I did want to bring up. So that's why I kind of like stuttered over myself there. But overall, I'm doing really good. Like, no filler words, not saying a crazy amount, doing good voice inflections. I feel like that's something I really pride myself in. At least when I'm doing videos, I feel like I'm not like monotone where you just hear the same pitch and audio while I'm talking. I feel like I actually put some character into it, and that was actually one of the compliments I got from someone afterwards. The guy filming me cut the video too short so you guys couldn't see the compliments, but we always did like 2 compliments per speech. Even if you did really bad, you still get compliments. So that was something someone compliments me on, so shout out to them.
Ambitions. I feel like traveling is super important to me because it opens my mind to possible.
Wait, did I just say I feel like twice?
I feel like
Oh, okay.
traveling is super
Maybe I
important
blacked
to
out
me
there. I didn't even
because
remember that.
It opens my mind to the new possibilities in the world. Seeing different perspectives on life, on how people live, really motivates me to be a better person myself and to be successful on my own accord so I can actually travel myself. Today, I went over 2 objects that represent me.
The outro.
I went over my camera, which represents my love for video creation and having it as a type of time capsule.
W pan to the camera.
Went over my second object, my passport, which represents my love for traveling and experiencing new cultures. If there's one thing I want you to get out of this speech today, is that these 2 objects represent how I want to live, which is documenting my own life to see the growth I come across and also to travel to make new memories. Thank you.
I don't know why my guy cut the video short when I got a whole standing ovation. Not really, but I got a good clap. I was a W cameraman for my friend over here. I was really panning to like the audience to show him like the reactions while he was talking. Stayed out for the entire claps and everything. He cut the video short, but you got to hear some claps that I got at the end. Overall, a really good speech. Could you guys give me a little rating, like 0 to 100, how good of a score I got on this? Want to guess real quick? I got a 96% on this. I got the highest grade in the class, baby. This is how we do it. Honestly, I'm very happy. I honestly feel like my teacher's a little bit lenient on how she's graded things. Like one of my boys did horribly, I'm gonna be honest. He probably deserved a D, but he got like an 84% or something like that. It was so bad, to be honest. I wish I recorded that one. That one was so funny. He literally paused for like 22 seconds during it. Imagine 22 seconds in front of a room of 20 people while your teacher's in the back with a rubric. Those are like the longest 20 seconds ever. And I know it was 22 seconds because I was timing it on my Apple Watch. I had time to go to the Apple Watch and be like, beep, beep. It was so bad, honestly. He was like, fuck, what was I saying? That's something you don't want to do while public speaking. But overall, first public speech in the books for college. I think I have 3 more speeches I gotta do. So I don't know if this is gonna be like a good video, but maybe we can review some other game footage while I do that in the future. But overall, I feel like I did a really strong, solid job here. Yeah, definitely something I gotta work on to be more confident in myself and not be, I wouldn't say I was like robotic, but I can definitely be more lively, especially on how I'm lively to the beautiful camera. All in all, I feel like that was a W speech. Happy Valentine's Day for all of y'all beautiful people that stayed to the end of the video. I'm honestly excited for my Valentine's Day as I don't personally have someone, but on some good news, I'm officially a pledge now for the fraternity I was rushing. The should I join a frat video, just me kind of ranting out my feelings. It has all come to big fruition as I am now pledging for, actually I don't really know if, I'm kind of like my PR like mode right now, so maybe I won't like leak names since what if I get dropped or something like that. But I am currently rushing a fraternity right now as a little update for y'all, and hopefully it goes all good. My first ever Valentine's Day party. Yeah, I think this is like my first ever Valentine's Day party, but should be fun. I'm gonna go back to school within a few hours. I'm gonna edit this video up real quick, but love y'all boys and girls. Have an amazing one, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Eating on some hot fries. Goddamn, my boy is hot outside. Please don't try to diss me.